Hello everyone, John Coleman here, the 2nd of March 2024. The nights or the days should be getting longer, and if you're in the market for a second-hand property, you should be noticing more properties coming for sale. Anyone who came up with the decision to sell at the start of January should by now be either there or nearly there to bring it to the market. So if you haven't seen that you like in the last 2 months, don't despair because, well, there should be more choice coming soon, he says, hopefully. Just to give you a report from the Banking Federation, the number of mortgages, and this is interesting, but it's kind of in line with my thinking, the number of mortgages approved year on year has actually gone down. However, the number of first-time mortgages has gone up. And that makes absolute perfect sense to me. The reason being, in the last year, rates went up significantly, but the demand for first-time buyers did not change. However, anyone who may have a home, they weren't putting their house on the market because they would have been on a good mortgage rate and would have made no sense for them. So that makes absolute perfect sense to me. Also, the number of applications that we've been submitting in the first 2 months has gone up significantly since last year as well. There's a couple of things I want to bring to people's attention, the things that are causing blockages in the process at the moment. The first one is the Help to Buy scheme. Currently, Revenue have got a huge backlog with people who are looking to find out how much they qualify for, and it's taking a long time to get that information back. Now, how have we been presenting to the banks is that people are getting a gift, and then when the time comes, that they will then produce the Help to Buy. But however, now banks are saying, well, we want a gift letter, and that's just adding more red tape to the process. So it is slowing things up. So if you're thinking of buying a house in the next 3 to 6 months and it is a new property you're looking at, then I would get on to Revenue now, look to get the approved for the amount that you know, and when the time comes when you're putting an application in, you're not missing that document or that piece of paper that the bank will want. Also, it is important to know exactly how much you qualify for, because it also helps with your planning in terms of the level of deposit that you're going to need. The second area that I'm seeing a blockage with is foreign credit reports. So if you're non-Irish or you've been living outside the country, the banks are now beginning to look more and more for credit reports from that particular country. Now, that is quite painful and sometimes difficult to get. In the main, there's a report called the Experian Credit Report. So Google that and the country you are living in and look to get that report ahead of time. Not all countries offer this, but so Google the credit report, the country that you are from. I've come across that Pakistan, for example, doesn't do this. So just Google and get a credit report. The banks, if they're seeing money going back home, or if you're only in the country a short period of time, it is a report they are looking for more and more, and it can be painful to get. So get onto that now so it doesn't become a pain for you at a later point. You may all have heard me talk about in many occasions the roadmap that I do. Well, I was invited on to a webinar there recently by Nafimi from PwC or Pricewaterhouse and with her friends and associates, and we went through it all. So if anyone has an hour and 3/4 to kill on a Saturday afternoon and they want to learn more, the level of questions was phenomenal. It was fantastic to see, because as you all know, my biggest belief in this process is my job here is to educate everyone, to help them get ready to buy a home. And if I do a good enough job of that, then hopefully you'll then be happy for me to represent you with the bank. So if you're looking to get some good information, that you'll get that on my YouTube channel, and it'll cover a lot. Obviously, I'm still here to answer any questions that you may have on top of that. What else did I need to tell you about for this month? Not a lot. That's pretty much it. All I would say is, if you're looking to buy later in the year, just to reiterate, look to get your Help to Buy approved now. If you're non-Irish, look to basically get your credit report so it doesn't become an issue. And I look forward to talking to you all at the beginning of April. All the best for now. Bye.